Manchester United knocked out on penalties by Grimsby Town. Grimsby. Let's talk about this. Very good goal to open the game. I can't help myself. From smiling. This is the funniest result I think I've ever seen Manchester United get. Honestly, I'm trying to think of something else. Very good goal by Vernum. Very good finish. Little takedown, whatever. Onana has to do better on that one. We move on. Second goal, definitely should have. If there's VAR, it's definitely gonna call that. So Manchester United robbed. But yeah, you still give up 2 goals. You're still down 2-0 at halftime to Grimsby. Second half, very good individual play by Mbuemo. Put that away. Tidy little finish. Harry Maguire on the corner, the savior. Once it hits past the 85th minute, this guy is dangerous. He's the best finisher in the world. Off a corner, these little corner merchants, Manchester United. Set piece FC, ole. Yeah, good. Manchester United first half, one of the worst performances you'll ever see out of them. Might be worse than when Liverpool beat them 7-0 that second half. But at least Liverpool was like a Premier League team, and not even a Premier League team, a top tier one of the best. Second half, I would say they did put the pressure on. They put a lot of pressure on, but still not good enough. Still not, and the rain didn't help. It's been raining. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Disgusting game for Manchester United. A couple of good chances, but some people to point out before I talk about the man himself. Hank Pym, Ant-Man, in goal for Grimsby. What a game from this guy. What a game from the lad. Very well. A lot of good stops. That Sesko header at the end of the first half, very good save. That would have changed the course of the game, really. Amad Diallo, absolute stinker and hooked. How he made it to 80 minutes is insane to me, because this guy couldn't take on anybody to save his life. Everything was off for him today, and I rate him. I think he's a very good player, but this was disgusting. Cunha gave up the ball a lot. Was at least fighting. He dropped deeper to get the ball, but he was just not good today. And the penalty, brother, disgusting. Lazy penalty is what it was. Very lazy. Kobe Mainoo, had decent moments, but just turned over the ball way too many times. But I thought he was all right. He had his overall. I would give him like a 6 or a 7, but that's might be a little bit too high, because this and Benjamin Sesko, I'll talk about him. A lot of good runs from him today. They couldn't find him, but his finishing was so off, just so off. And the fact that Amorim, you signed this guy for how much money, and you don't trust him enough to not be the 10th penalty taker before you have Onana step up there, is quite frankly sad. I don't even know if it's like gross. It's just kind of sad. But overall, no Manchester United player should be happy. I don't care how he performs. It isn't even. I don't care if FootMob gave you an 8 out of 10. This is disgusting. This is shameful. This is a team that I have to hold my hands up, because I predicted this team to finish 5th. I thought they would be doing so much better. I thought they would have got a point against us. They would have beat Fulham. They're going to beat Burnley this week. I thought this was a tune-up game for them, even after the last 2 results. But this, no. You should be putting 4 or 5 past this team, and you didn't. You barely put 2. Disgusting. And the penalties, Mason Mount, poor penalty, but he still went in. Cunha, lazy penalty. And Mbuemo hits the bar. But Onana. First goal should have done better. Second goal should have done better. Absolutely should have done better. He's worse than Bayern on corners. The penalties? There is 3 or 4 penalties that you got your hand to and you did not save them. That is disgusting. That is gross. This guy should not be allowed back in Manchester. United should tell him, we're terminating your contract. Go on, retire. Go to whoever. I don't even know if Saudi would take you. Go to. I don't even know what league would take him. You just lost to a 4th-tier team. Who would want this guy? Seriously, if they didn't already need a goalie, if everybody and their mom knew they needed a goalie, go spend the money to get Donnarumma. You could. There's so many goalies that moved in this window that are so much better than everyone they could have had. Go drop the money at Emi Martinez. He already said yes to you. Penalty shootout master. This guy. Go drop the 30. I know 30 or 40 million for him is a lot, and I know Villa would probably up the price massively for you to get him. But just go and do it. Go and do it, because you're not going to survive a season like this. You're not. You're going to get relegated like this. Seriously. Unless you bring in Sean Dyche and you put 6 at the back and you stink out draws and you scrape 40, you're going to get relegated. Seriously. This is disgraceful. This is not the Manchester United that people knew. This team is so far and away from what they were. Even 2 years ago. 3 years ago when they were finishing 3rd and winning the Carabao Cup, getting to 2 cup finals in that year. This is awful. And I'm not an advocate to sack managers. I think you should give Amarin time. I think it was a bad idea bringing him halfway through the season. But, he's got a full preseason. He's got a full season. They look good in preseason for the most part. He might have to be sacked after this game. Seriously, he might have to be sacked. Because I don't know what is wrong with your tactics. I think it's the profiles more that the players of this team do not fit your system. And I think they're putting square pegs in round holes. I think this guy should never, not because he's not a good manager, I think he's a good manager, but this should never be the system that you are going for, because you have to, this squad, first of all, was not, your squad is made to play 4-3-3, 4-2, 4-2-3-1, whatever it is, whatever you think. It is not, it's meant to play 4 at the back, 2 wingers, a striker, 3 midfielders. And this, bringing in a system like this, there's not a lot of people that do play this system. And I think that bringing someone like him in, you have to overhaul the squad, which you didn't do much of. You only brought in 4 players, and 2 of them are very young. 2 of them are Premier League proven, very good players in Buemo and Cunha. But I don't know. I don't know. I think you'd have to rebuild this entire squad to get this system playing right. And when you do, if you don't feel satisfied with Amarim, then you have to sack him, and you have to start from square one. And unless you bring in a manager that plays his same system or a similar system, then you're gutting the whole squad again. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you put yourself in this position? And I'm not saying that you can't use managers like this. Thomas Frank plays a similar system to this, just with the 3 at the back. Instead, he plays with 2 strikers and a 10. Inzaghi, 2 strikers and a 10 again. But this is not it. This guy might have to be sacked. Seriously, he might have to be sacked after a game like this, 3 games into the season. It doesn't matter. You should have won the Arsenal game. All right, it's a Premier League challenging team, a team that came second 3 years in a row. Rival game. Fulham, though. Fulham, the late winner, the performance, the finishing, it's so bad. And then this to top it all off. He might have to go. Seriously. Yeah, this is just, it's disgusting for Manchester United, and I'm getting sick. I'm a rival, so I'm gonna go look at Twitter. I'm gonna go look at the fan reactions, and absolutely eat this up. But it's like I get secondhand embarrassment. I have friends that are Manchester United fans. I don't even want to talk to them about their club. I don't want to make them depressed. I'm afraid. I'm like, this club is legitimately, people are going to die because of this club, whether it's from the unthinkable or a heart attack. This club is so rotten, so poor, so disgraceful, so depressing that it's actually could be deadly. That's a bit of an overstatement, but whatever. Anyways, congrats to Grimsby Town. You deserved it. They weren't phenomenal today, but they're a League Two side. They played very well defensively. They broke well. And I know I said that the second goal would have been disallowed. The third goal that they should have gotten, that is bullshit that linesman called that off. Because I think it was Maguire was playing him on, and it was a great finish. That should have been a goal, and this game should have never went to penalties. So, but, maybe it balances out. They still lost. They still won in the end, so the deserving team won. Disgusting performance from Manchester United. Something needs to change. I don't even know who you bring in at this time. I don't even know what manager you bring in. There's nobody. Sean Dyche off the couch? I don't know. But something needs to change at this club. They're not finishing 5th. They're not finishing Europe. You're already out of 2 competitions because you're not winning the Prem. You can't win the Carabao Cup now. You better hope and Amarin better hope and pray that they either scrape 5th through a miracle and qualify for Champions League like that, or they win the FA Cup. Honestly, Bun finishing something, because they're not going to finish that high. They're not going to finish above Spurs and Newcastle. An FA Cup is the only redeeming thing out of the season. No relegation, FA Cup. That's the only thing. It's the only thing. It's the only way to redeem the season. And it's August. The window's still open. Buy a midfielder. Buy a goalie. Buy everything. Buy another defender. I wasn't even I wasn't even gonna make this video, but this is such a depressing result, And I'm not even a United fan. It's disgusting. So I'll see you guys in the next one.